Well, I think we're live. Let me go to the get the chat up. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? Go. How's everyone doing? Let me put that right over here. Here we go. We got Pokemon this morning. Pokemon Direct is starting in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Let me. This chat always takes forever to come in. Like it just like blasts in after like 5 minutes. Let's see. We could probably get this to kick in soon, hopefully. How's everyone doing? What's going on, guys? Got it in, yeah, about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I think, Roland, I guess my favorite Pokemon is, from the original because that's what I remember most. I guess Charizard. I would stick with Charizard. Yeah, I wonder if some people just didn't, like, go to sleep. I saw some people on Twitter talking about that. I was like, man, that's a strategy. Carlos Ramirez with a dollar super chat. Thanks, Carlos. Yeah, it should be. I think it's gonna be a good direct or a little presentation here. Some of this stuff kind of got put out on Twitter, it seemed. So it it wasn't great. People got a little bit spoiled for him, but that's fine. It's gonna be a good direct. I think you guys will like it. It's gonna be pretty fun. Tyranitar. That's the thing. That's like. I guess I remember Tyranitar to a degree, but like the original one, I guess I could go back to the. You know what? I guess I could go with the 250. You know, like the gold and silver. I was okay with that too, but after that they kind of lost me a bit. So I was looking forward to getting back into Pokemon with Sword and Shield, and now they have like the big, like Pokemon Home, so you can technically go back and play the older Pokemon and bring them up. So it's I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I think people will get back into Pokemon who haven't been into Pokemon in a while now. So it's exciting. It's exciting. What's up, Nintendo fanboy? How are you doing? Thanks, the Litton guy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, there were leaks. Oh, look, there's the chat. There we go. Yeah, there were some leaks kind of put out there. But if you didn't look for them, you may have not seen them. They kind of went flying by on Twitter that I saw. So you might be okay if you did not attempt to go look for them. You can say November release because the Pokemon TCG sets release. Yeah, there's most likely I would assume this is November. That I didn't look up was the release date. Travis Branding, love the channel. Congrats on the baby boy. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. What dates do we have in November? Fridays in November, because most likely it's gonna be in November, right? I think most people realize that, right? Spawn, it might be obvious. What is your main gaming platform? Recently, what have I been playing? I guess it would have been the PlayStation. Last week it was the PlayStation 4 because I was playing a lot of Rage 2. This week I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I guess I'm back to the Switch. Then we got Mario Maker coming up. Although I wanted to try Persona Q2, so it might be the 2DS next week. Or this week. But I got more Xenoblade 2 to... I just switch between all of them, that's the thing. I could sit on like one console for like a week playing it and not even touch the other two, and then go back and forth. So... Oh, yeah, not a lot of people probably get the notification of this stream because Newswave went up at 8. So YouTube probably won't hit you with a notification for this one. But, we're just hanging out watching some Pokemon. How many sides sword or shield? I'm going with sword. But I guess, you know what? I guess it depends on, okay, I shouldn't say that yet because it's probably going to depend on the cover art, obviously, in the legendaries and stuff, or the Pokemon that are specific to each one. But I was going to go Pokemon Sword before we find out about what Pokemon are on which, right? I can't wait for this. And Fire Emblem's gonna take up some time. Fire Emblem is a long game generally. I was playing the GameCube version I think last month, and I realized that game is a time sink. It takes a while. Oh, that's good. Okay, so some people got the notification. There you go. Cool. That's good to hear, Jackson. Very good. Very good. Why? What happened to Wood in this chat? That dude knows how to stream better than I do. I don't know what I'm doing half the time when it comes to streaming. What's going on, R. Potter? How you doing? How you doing? Use Switch. I think use Switch. What do they sell at GameStop? Like $295? No, it's probably like they probably sell them for like $270 or something because it's GameStop. I feel like if you go on Craigslist, you could probably find one for $225 or so if you really try to push. Half the time they come with a game too. Like a lot of times you'll see it come with like Zelda or Mario or something on Craigslist, which is good. Let's see. Get that all turned up. We'll play around with audio when it comes up, but I think we're probably already good. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear some people were notified. That's good. Yeah, see, they did. You're right. They did leave room for Pokemon Gun for like that third one. You're right. You're right. Oh, we can't turn slow mode on. He has to. He probably has to stop the stream and then restart it. I don't think you can start it up midstream. I don't think it works that way. Because I remember I ran into that at one point. I think it was during E3. Microsoft, I think last year, we had like 10,000 something people watching, and I remember I couldn't turn slow mode on. And it was because you have to restart the stream from what I remember. I mean, that was also a year ago, so maybe they've changed it. Mon Kecker with $1. No message. Thanks, Mon Kecker. Appreciate it. Had trouble getting in. You're not notified and had trouble getting in. Oh. That's not good. But about 8 minutes and then Pokemon will start, so we got time. I think the Switch Mini, I think people think that the, oh, thanks, Nasheed with $1 domestic. Thanks, Nasheed. I think, people expect the Switch Mini to be in some sort of presentation like Direct, for example. I think the Switch Mini is just going to be dropped on Twitter. Like, I think they're just going to put a press release out for it and that's it. I don't think it's going to be, like this big like deal to I mean, it's gonna be a big deal, but I don't think it's gonna be this big announcement from them. Like how Mario Maker's release date was revealed, I think it's gonna be similar to that, where they're just gonna say, hey, Switch Mini next month, pre-order start this week or something like that. That's what I think is gonna happen. But they'll have it out in time for obviously Pokemon and Animal Crossing. So working from home today. Good thinking there. You know, working from home. You should do that during E3 too, because that's gonna be it's gonna be fun. Although some stuff's already starting this week. We have another stream tomorrow as well. So Stadia is tomorrow, which is interesting because it's not just gonna be Stadia games. There's gonna be games there that are going to be third party as well. So. Where can I donate money for RGT85 for new Poke Show? He just needs to go buy one. Just tell him to go buy one. Just hit him on Twitter. Just say, go buy one. Now he's looking at that N64 clone console, getting real excited about that, and it's like, you gotta get your Pro Controller first. Brian, bosses pick sword, leaders pick shield. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yep, about 6 minutes. Yeah. I just want to see so I'm going with Grookey right now as my main. So we're going to see if if that changes when they show us their evolution. I assume we're seeing the evolutions, right, of the starters. So we'll see if it changes. You guys will have to let me know who you're picking too, and then we'll see if anyone's changes when they show the final evolutions. Because if like, I assume Grookey's just gonna get bigger and have like a massive like club or something, but you never know. Switch Mini would actually be the 3DS replacement. Yeah, technically they just want a low end price. They want a $200 SKU, and that would drastically help. If you have a $200 SKU, you're gonna sell more systems. That's just how it is. Even let's say it couldn't dock, it would still sell a lot. Twisted Soul. The one game I wanted on Sega Mini was Aladdin. I liked Aladdin, but I think I think the licensing with Disney would have been out of control, and I think Sega was careful with. Oh man, a lot of Sobble, man. All right, I thought there'd be a lot of Score Bunny, but a lot of Sobble. I think the licensing was too much with Disney, and I mean Disney's doing a lot to rip stuff down for their streaming service, and I mean it's Disney's IP; they're gonna do what they want. But that would have been cool if they could have reached some sort of agreement. But I think Sega was trying to jam as much as they could into it. They got 42 games, so I mean they did what they could with that. But that's still an awesome game, Aladdin. I think I played it a lot on the Genesis, and I know it was different on the Super Nintendo, but I remember renting it like 3 times on the Genesis and really liking that game. So yeah, I would have loved to have seen it too. You think Oddworld's new game will be on the Switch? I do. I think Oddworld's new game will be on the Switch. Okay, so do you think the Sega Genesis Mini will sell out? That is actually a harder question than you would think, mostly because while I think it's going to be popular for a lot of us online who are in the know, I think to a lot of people who walk into stores, they're still going to just like the mainstream. I think they'll still see it like an at games little system, because they've been kind of desensitized to Genesis. If this was the first Genesis Mini to ever come out, similar like the NES Mini, I think it would have sold out. So that's the thing. Like if we hadn't been desensitized to Genesis stuff, I think it would have done really well. I think it'll still do better than what they've done before in the past, and I think it will do better than the PlayStation Classic, which is, I mean, that's pretty good for Sega to basically beat up Sony when it comes to that. But yeah, that's my thought there on that one. Wonder Rule, keep up the great channel, and greetings from Germany. Also, congrats on your new son. Good luck pronouncing my name. I probably messed that one up, Wonder Rule. Xavier Ramirez, hope to meet you at Too Many Games. Yeah, we're gonna have fun at Too Many Games. Too Many Games is very fun to go to. But yes, I will be there Friday and Saturday actually. Baby Ant with $1, no message. We're gonna have fun there. There's a lot. I know Arlo, Scott, quite a few people are going. I think Nintendo goes. It's gonna be fun. RGT, I believe, is going as well. One Protoss. I'm choosing Grookey. See, you're on the right track. Grookey's the man. You gotta go with Grookey. Yeah. he's got a stick, man. So, yeah, I'm going with Grookey. It's I think 2019 is turning out to be a pretty good year. I think I think we're gonna get the mainline hardcore Pokemon game. There's gonna be a new Zelda, a Call of Duty that actually looks interesting for once. So I'm excited, and there's always the chance that Square has either Avengers or Final Fantasy VII for the end of this year. So I'm feeling pretty good about 2019 right now. Feeling pretty good. Pretentious Carrot, do you honestly think The Witcher 3 will come to Switch? Just doesn't seem possible at this point, in my opinion. I think people are going to be kind of surprised by third-party games at E3 on the Switch. That's what I'll say. I think people will be surprised. There are going to be some I think third-party games there that might surprise the people on the Switch. The Witcher could be one of them. I mean, the beginning of this year was actually not bad either. We had Sekiro, we had Resident Evil, and we had Kingdom Hearts. So it was I think it was a decent start to the year. I think the only issue with the start of the year is that Nintendo's games weren't as good as they're going to be in the back half of the year, so it felt a bit slower from Nintendo in the first half, but then they're just jamming everything into the back half. Like, it's going to get ridiculous here soon. You know, like, soon it's going to get out of control. No trade. I think we're going to trade. We're going to trade through the, we're going to be trading through the app, right? Home and everything. Clark says, keep up the good work, Spawn. Hashtag Grookey Gang. Oh.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today,
that started quick.
I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games. To begin, please take a look at this video.
Free super chat. Thanks, Brandon. For lunch today. I'm not sure yet. Oh, there you go. They do have the roaming Pokemon back. Alright, cool. Oh, it's Rhydon. See, I know Rhydon. Gyarados, yep, another 3. Raichu is really big. What the? Why? Interesting. Okay. Thanks, Anthony Vasquez. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Yeah, the leak actually looks to be right. Focus says, can't wait for the $200 SKU with both games. Oh, damn, they have Grookey. That's a big Grookey. They had a big Grookey, though.
Hello, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak.
What did you think of the video? Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield to all of you around the world, right here from Game Freak's offices where development is underway. You can take on the role of the main character, who resides in the Galar region. After choosing Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble as your first partner Pokemon, you will embark on an adventure to become the champion. Your journey will take you through vast and lush grasslands, towns in which you will find humans and Pokemon working together, and many other locations filled with
I
rich
think it looks
personality.
Fine for what it is.
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region. Stadiums across the Galar region are frequently filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and challengers.
I think some scenes look better than others, but, I mean...
The excitement of these battles is often broadcast on television in the Galar region as well.
Over the 3DS, it looks better.
The most exciting part of visiting a new region is, of course, encountering Pokemon that you've never seen before. tell you more about some of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like to hand it over to James, the art director on these games.
Hey, Jamie.
Andrew still can't tell if it's a free camera or not.
Hello.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't
I'm
know.
James Turner from Game Freak.
Yeah, maybe they'll tell us.
I worked as the art director for
That'd be cool
these
if we
games.
finally got a free camera.
There are a lot of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region, but allow me to introduce you to just a few of them. The first Pokemon I'd like to show you is Wooloo. This Pokemon's defining characteristic is its fluffy fur, which is treasured by weavers in a town in the Galar region who use it to craft popular specialty goods. This Pokemon here is Gossifleur, the flowering Pokemon. Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water, and its pollen is said to have healing properties. This next Pokemon is called Dreadnought, the bite Pokemon. The sharp and jagged edges of its jaw allow it to bite off chunks of rock and iron. Its vicious nature makes it a difficult Pokemon to tame for all but the most experienced trainers. This Pokemon that can be seen flying steadily through the sky is called Corviknight. It puts its skills to use when working as a flying taxi, which will take the player back to any town he or she has previously visited.
So let's just fly. Okay.
As many of you already know, some Pokemon can evolve, changing their appearance and becoming stronger in the process. Gossifleur is one of these Pokemon. When Gossifleur evolves,
What the?
it becomes
a dandelion.
Eldegoss. As you can see, there are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head. These seeds are said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon. That's all I can show you this time.
Oh, so they can evolve again.
There are lots more Pokemon living in the Galar region for you to discover. Of course, you can look forward to finding many Pokemon you're already familiar with. I hope you're as excited as we are to encounter the amazing variety of Pokemon that inhabit the Galar region.
Meeting lots of Pokemon is one of the thrills of the adventure. And where you will find the widest variety of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region is in a place called the Wild Area. This wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see.
See that? Like you see the clouds
Different
on the
Pokemon
ground?
can appear depending on where you are and what the
Starlight
weather
walking
is
around.
like, meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day. Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better
there
search
you
for
go.
items and Pokemon.
There you go, guys, the
Search
free
far
camera.
and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes,
I like how
for you
that's-
never know what you might find.
I like how that's a big deal. That there's like
In
free
certain
camera.
locations in the Galar region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it incredible strength. This phenomenon is called Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing opens up new possibilities in the heated battles performed by trainers and their Pokemon. For more details, I would like to turn it over to Iwao, the planning director for the games.
That means we can have a very large groupie then.
Hi, I'm Iwao from Game Freak and the planning director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles. Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not only become massive in size, but also boost their power. All the moves they know turn into powerful max moves.
It's interesting.
Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns. So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it. Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games.
So,
remember that wild area we told you about?
won't you just trigger it
If you
as soon as
connect
your
to other
opponent
players,
does?
you'll find more ways to play there. One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles, in which 4 Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild
Oh, that's kind
Dynamax
of cool.
Pokemon.
So we got a little bit of co-op going on there with that. That's cool. Kind of reminds me of Pokemon
In Max
Go a
Raid
bit with
Battles,
Raid, right?
the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle. Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle. So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon.
That's kind of neat, though, to bring raid battles in. That's a cool
If
idea.
you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence. The Pokemon that you can take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles, so we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
So some of you have to go through that to get them. Interesting.
Max Raid Battles feature strategic cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games. It's going to be a ton of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and
Online?
experience the excitement together. You can also connect with other players over the internet
Alright,
to
good.
enjoy
I was about
playing
to
with other
say.
trainers from all around the globe. So I hope you'll try Max Raid Battles with all sorts of other players.
Wait, don't you have to coordinate? So we need voice chat on that, right?
Next, I would like to introduce
the
some of the
phone app
people
will
you'll
work.
encounter on your adventure. This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion. His name is Leon. In a region where Pokemon battles are so widely enjoyed, his undefeated record in official
so he's got
matches
Charizard,
is
of course.
all the more incredible. His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar. The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals. His name is Hop. Hop dreams to one day become champion just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal.
Oh,
His
that's
journey
solid.
through the Galar region begins on the same day as yours. On your journey, you and Hop will receive a great deal of support from these 2 characters. Professor Magnolia is the professor of the Galar region and specializes in researching the Dynamax phenomenon. Sonia is her granddaughter and also serves as her assistant. Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your adventure.
Mark with the free super chat. Thanks, Mark.
Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region. You and your rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in order to achieve your goal of becoming champion. These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed. The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own.
Dynamax, that's still interesting.
Battles between 2 Dynamax Pokemon are explosive.
Is that just
and
like
will cause
similar
the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach
to the
its
Mega
peak.
Evolution stuff?
Let me introduce one of the gym leaders to you. This is the Grass-type expert, Milo. This gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey. Look forward to facing many more heated battles against gym leaders over the course of your adventure.
We've shown off quite a bit today, but I have one more video I would like you to see. Please take a look.
Interesting. Oh, these gotta be legendaries, right? So these should also be on the covers. Wow, that leak was dead on. They're wolves, yeah. One
the
literally
two
has a
Pokemon you
sword.
saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region, called Zacian and Zamazenta. Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
Interesting.
I hope you enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct.
I assume those are going to be on the
Of course,
covers then,
what
right?
we revealed today is just a small part of what you will find in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. There are many more Pokemon and interesting characters for you to discover in the Galar region.
We're putting everything we've got here at Game Freak into making Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield a game that everyone around the world will enjoy.
Please look forward to it.
This is the double wave.
Thanks to all of our guests from Game Freak. Finally, I would like to announce the release date.
Oh,
Pokemon Sword
Kinda need that.
and Pokemon Shield
November 15th.
will
Okay,
be
that's what I was
available
thinking.
on November 15th, 2019
I
as
remember
a
those
global
covers.
simultaneous release. And starting today,
There's the double
you
pack.
can pre-order a special double pack. Stay tuned for more information. I hope you will look forward to your new Pokemon adventure in the Galar region. Thank you for watching.
There's the double pack. I guess that's the one to get, right? It's the double pack for fans of Pokemon. You know what? That was actually that was about what I expected. I mean, there's so much you can do, right, with Pokemon. So that's about right, I think. What everyone think about the Direct? I thought it was pretty fair for what it was. Free camera, which is cool. Dynamax thing is interesting. I don't know about that. Was kind of, that feels like that might have just been thrown in there. They're like, your Pokemon gets big and strong. All right, it's cool, I guess. The legendaries I thought the legendaries looked all right. I mean, I thought they both looked a little too similar at first, but then they made them glow. So one was like a reddish, one was blue. And then, yeah, it's basically two wolves. One that holds a sword in its mouth, the other one that has like a shield basically for a front. It's looking good, but Brandon says looking good, but I wonder how they will mess up the online. The online's gonna be the interesting thing because, it does look like there's going to be co-op online with raid battles, and I assume obviously be able to battle against each other as well. Trading. But that's going to be interesting because they talked about how there is supposed to be a good bit of coordination, but I'm concerned about a few things. One, I'm concerned about voice chat online and how that will work if you want to coordinate. You figure you're going to have to chat back and forth. And then two, something we've seen now with Mario Maker is matchmaking with friends. Are you going to be able to bring people in from your friends list, or do you just matchmake with randoms and whoever's around gets thrown into it? That's the big question, because if somebody joins up as a support, like somebody who has like all the abilities to, create barriers, or someone's a healer, you kind of need to be able to talk to them and say, hey, I need you to heal me, or hey, throw your barrier up, or throw this barrier up for physical or special attacks or whatnot. So I think there's still a lot of questions when it comes to that side of it. But the free camera, the roaming Pokemon, everything. We didn't see evolutions for the starters either. That's interesting. I thought they would have done that. All they did was show us a really big Grookey. It just made Grookey really big. Budges Gamer says, I'm going to name the Sword Wolf Sif. Okay. Yeah, still no chat boxes. Starting to think we might get voice acting. I don't know if they'll do voice acting. That'd be cool, but I feel like they might not, because voice acting, generally that much audio will take up a lot of space, and I bet you they're going to try to make these things fairly, like, file size, they'll try to make them fairly small. I'm for sure getting the double pack. I probably will get the double pack as well, because I think that'll be interesting to see how that, like, is all, you know, what's in it and everything. I assume it's just going to be 2 cartridges and everything, and but maybe they'll have like a cool manual or poster or something with it as well. So I'll be interested to see that exactly. But interesting on the, I like the idea of the rating stuff, because it tells me that the Pokemon Company and Game Freak went a bit further than they usually do with Pokemon, which would be good, right? That they actually put some serious time into this game. Seems like they did. So I'm at least excited about that. I think Pokemon fans will be excited for this, right? With what they did, because they didn't get too crazy. Abraham says, always wanted to support your great channel, but you don't have the Streamlabs on the Spawncast. Super Chat doesn't work in my region. And congratulations having Lucas. Thank you. Thank you, Ibrahim. I really appreciate that. Yeah, working on the Spawncast to you be able to have Streamlabs for that. Super Chat's its own weird thing at times. But thanks, Ibrahim. I appreciate that. Mr. Luna, MP on Nintendo Switch Online or only local? Multiplayer, they said, will also be online, which is big, because if they said it was just local, that would have been annoying. I like the idea of having co-op, though. I think that's going to be really neat to have like this online co-op. So that's going to be fun, you know? That's going to be fun. So our Pokemon free roaming? Yeah, they are. They appear to be basically just roaming around the world, similar to what we saw with Let's Go. Right. It's not Let's Go, but it's similar, right? You can still see the Pokemon walking around. So I think that's what everyone wanted to really see, is that, because that was like one of the best parts of Pokemon Let's Go, is that you could see the Pokemon actually walking around the area. You know, like you don't have to guess when you run around and like hope I run into this Pokemon. And you can avoid Pokemon you don't want to run into. So that was cool. Agent Quato says the Direct was interesting. Pretty great info to hear. Now I think I'm going with Shield instead of Sword. Now because of the Legends. Also Sobble Squad. Everyone wants Sobble, man. Everyone wants Sobble. I do think Pokemon Gun announced today for sure. I don't know, Dr. Pep. But hey, there's always a chance for that third game. I figured the Legendaries might change people's mind on which side they wanted, Shield or Sword. With the cover and everything. I think I'm going to get the double pack, though. I think that's going to be the way for me to go with that. Spaceman Spiff with $1. Nimesh, thanks, Spaceman. Sokar, online with friends. That's the question, because we thought it was a given with something like a first-party game like Mario Maker 2, but it's not, so it's hard to say. Hard to say. If it's just randoms, that's going to be interesting. Randoms, no voice chat, that's not going to be great. That's going to be tough to pull off, I think. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. We definitely need to get a hold of it, and it's out in, what, just over 5 months, I guess, right? November 15th. So, we'll see. We'll see about that one. That's exciting stuff, though. Exciting stuff. The Legendaries looked too similar at first when they showed them. That was my one issue. But then they started glowing, and it was like, okay, one's blue and one's red. All right. I mean, technically, if you look at Sword and Shield, they already told us that they're wolves, right? They're kind of at the top of them, and they look pretty similar there, too. At, like, the top of the symbol there. So, they put emphasis on local co-op. It's a pattern. Yeah, it's going to have online, though, too. I mean, the Switch is a system that's supposed to be taken with you and around, and it's not like a system that just stays hooked up to your TV, so I at least get why we get a lot of that local multiplayer stuff, so. Where can I buy the double pack? The double pack, to be honest with you guys, I don't always say pre-order a game. That might be one to pre-order, because I think there's going to be a bit of a shortage on that one, most likely. I don't even know if it'll show up in retail as easily, like just after the fact. So the double pack might be the one to pre-order if you're already getting both of them, or if you and like you maybe play with like your kids or something when it comes to Pokemon and you need another one, that might be the one to get. But I need to see what else comes with it. I don't think they're going to discount it. I think it'll be $120, like straight up. It won't be, I don't think, like $100. But I I mean, it could even be more. It could be 150, you know, that they could jam some stuff in there. That's very possible. So we'll see. We'll see about that one though. But you know what? I think overall, looking at this, I think I was happy. I was okay with this this direct. It was straightforward. They showed us a bunch of stuff. They gave us the release date. Now we just kind of roll towards November. It should be playable at E3. I assume people will play it there. So I think the only thing I was disappointed is that we didn't see the starters evolutions, because I think that will change people's decision on who to get, like which Pokemon. And you might, like when you start the game, you're going to pick one. And you obviously can't get the other ones unless you trade. So I'm going to be curious if that's going to disappoint some people if they get to the end and they realize that their Pokemon isn't the evolution they wanted at the end. Zach30 with $2 in the message. Thanks, Zach30. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good question. Unitier, they did show that. It seemed like the legendaries were about to fight something, right? Like they were kind of back to back. I noticed that as well. Almost like they were in danger. They were about to fight against something stronger. So maybe there is like something else. Maybe there's like a Mewtwo or something in the world, right? There are some really strong Pokemon out there outside of the normal legendaries. So you never know. They said they would somehow play into the story. So maybe they're constantly on the run because they're constantly being chased by, you know, the government of the world or something. So that could be it. Like Team Rocket could always be after them or something. Edgar Morales says, I'm buying Sword. I haven't bought Pokemon since Game Boy Color. It's been a long time for me too. It really has. I played Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance. I like that one a lot. I tried Ruby and Sapphire. I wasn't as into those, but I did play Emerald and enjoyed that some. So you think VR for free camera? Oh man, when they add in VR to Pokemon, that's going to be interesting. What I think would be really cool for VR and Pokemon is a viewing mode where you can have your Pokemon in front of you and you can kind of look around in a room and your Pokemon kind of just runs around the room, like a smaller one, or a viewing mode for a bigger one where you can look around and see a Pokemon in 3D. That would be good, but I don't know if like the regular Pokemon mode will be good, right? I don't know. To me, I say just make it so you can view and interact and play around with your Pokemon, and that's probably all you need with VR. That's what I would assume, though. That's my thought on that one. Pokemon Snap minigame. You know, they could do that. They could work Pokemon Snap into this. I'd be okay with that. They just need to make a Pokemon Snap game, right? I mean, that's not just me. Legendary co-op raid battle, I bet is endgame. Yeah, they're probably going to have a giant, like, Mewtwo or something at the end, and you have to raid battle against it. But when you capture all of the Pokemon, is there any point in raid battles anymore? Do they drop something? Like, can you get something from them? Or is the idea you just keep capturing and you're looking for ones with the best stats, basically? So... Oh, I hope the double pack of Pokemon Sword and Shield isn't that $190 SKU at GameStop. You know, some people pointed out that might be the ridiculously overpriced NBA 2K20 pack, and I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? 2K and Take-Two would pull something like that, so I don't doubt it. I don't. So it's about 9:30 here, guys. I have to put together a recap video for this to get everyone caught up who missed it. But I appreciate everyone coming out to watch the Pokemon Direct. The full Hey You Pikachu but VR. Yeah, they need a microphone and everything for that. Oh, man, that would be funny. Yes, Pokemon are visible in the overworld. Absolutely. Yep, so you won't have to run into random battles that you don't want to be in, which is awesome. That's really cool. But thanks, sir, everyone, for coming out and joining the stream. It was a lot of fun. You know, we saw some cool stuff. So, looking forward to it. November 15th, though, is when it comes out. So, look forward to that. But thanks, guys. I'll have a video out recapping this entire thing in case you have any questions or anything. That should cover it. And then some questions we still have. Okay, we still have questions. So, thanks, guys, stopping by, and I'll see you next time.